Lebanon. The name alone conjures ancient tales: Phoenician sailors, Roman temples, snow-capped mountains. I arrived in Beirut, anticipation buzzing in my chest. The air was warm, scented with jasmine and the Mediterranean's salty tang. Beirut greeted me with a symphony car horns, laughter, a blend of Arabic, French, and English. My first walk took me through Jameza, where old French balconies draped in bougainvillea stood beside sleek modern buildings. This city has been built and rebuilt, yet its spirit is unbroken. Every corner seemed to tell a story. I stumbled upon a tiny bookshop, the owner and I sharing smiles and gestures over ancient books. It was a reminder. Connection doesn't always need words. As evening fell, cafes and restaurants glowed, the air rich with the aroma of grilling meat and baking bread. Beirut comes alive at night, shifting its rhythm but never sleeping. I sat at a pavement table, sipping strong, sweet coffee, watching the world go by. There was peace, excitement, and a sense that my journey had truly begun. The city's energy was infectious. Even in a single day, Lebanon had started to capture my heart. Here, history and modern life danced together. Every moment felt like an invitation to discover more. My adventure was just beginning. The next morning I was drawn to the Corniche, Beirut's famous seaside promenade. The Mediterranean stretched out, deep blue and dazzling under the sun. Fishermen cast lines from the rocks, families strolled, children chased pigeons. The air was filled with simple, everyday joy. Vendors sold ka'ak, warm sesame bread I couldn't resist. Men played backgammon, the click of pieces blending with the sound of waves. Life here felt unhurried, lived in the moment. The pigeon rocks rose from the sea, ancient sentinels guarding the coast. I sat and watched waves crash, thinking of all who'd gazed at this view before me. As the sun set, the sky turned orange and purple, bathing the Corniche in golden light. People gathered, united by the beauty of a Beirut sunset. For a moment, we were all connected by the same sky. The city's pulse slowed, but its spirit remained vibrant. The sea, the people, the sunset, each left a mark on my soul. In Lebanon, even the ordinary feels extraordinary. I felt at home, a stranger among friends. North of Beirut lies Byblos, one of the world's oldest cities. Walking its cobbled streets, I felt history beneath my feet. Blue and green shutters, flowers spilling from windows. Byblos looked like a storybook. The archaeological site revealed layers of civilization: Phoenician temples, Roman columns, a Crusader castle. I wandered among ancient stones, imagining the lives that shaped this place. The old souk was a maze of crafts, jewelry, and spices. A shopkeeper showed me a fossil, millions of years old, a tangible link to the distant past. Lunch was fresh fish by the harbor, colorful boats bobbing in postcard-perfect water. As the sun set, the ancient port glowed. In Byblos, history isn't locked in museums. It's alive all around you. Every meal, every stone, every smile is part of the story. The city lives gracefully with its past. Here, time feels both endless and immediate. Byblos is a living testament to Lebanon's enduring spirit. I left with a sense of wonder, eager for what lay ahead. My journey climbed into the mountains to the legendary Cedars of God. These ancient trees are Lebanon's symbol: strength, resilience, eternity. The drive wound through green valleys and rugged peaks, the air growing crisp. Arriving at the cedar grove, I was awed by giants, some over 1,000 years old. Their gnarled trunks and sprawling branches seemed to embrace the sky. Among them, I felt small, humbled by their silent witness to centuries. The forest was peaceful, the only sounds leaves rustling and bird song. Sunlight filtered through the canopy, painting the ground in shifting patterns. I touched the bark of an ancient tree, imagining all it had seen. These trees are living monuments, survivors of wars and seasons. A small chapel stood quietly in the grove, a place for reflection. I sat breathing pine-scented air, grateful for this moment. The Cedars of God are more than a landmark, they are Lebanon's soul. They remind us to cherish and protect our natural heritage. Here, hope and endurance take root. The mountains hold stories as old as time. I carried their peace with me as I left. My mountain journey led to Deir el-Qamar, the Monastery of the Moon. Nestled in the Shof Mountains, its red-tiled roofs and stone houses felt timeless. The village square, surrounded by a mosque, church, and palace, embodied Lebanon's spirit of coexistence. The Fakhreddin Mosque and Maronite Church stand side by side, a symbol of harmony. I explored the Fakhreddin II Palace, now a museum, its arches framing mountain views. History here is woven into daily life. At a bakery, a woman offered me warm manakish topped with za'atar. We shared stories and laughter, her hospitality unforgettable. In Deir el-Kamar, kindness is a way of life. The village's beauty lies in its people and their traditions. Here, the past and present live together in peace. Lebanon's heart beats strongest in its mountain villages. Lebanese cuisine is a celebration. Meals are meant to be shared. Meze covers the table, tabouleh, fattoush, creamy hummus, smoky baba ganoush. Each dish bursts with fresh, vibrant flavors. Grilled meats, lamb, chicken, kafta, are cooked over charcoal, filling the air with irresistible aromas. Vegetarian dishes like mujadara, a lentil and rice stew, are hearty and comforting. Lebanese cooking transforms simple ingredients into something extraordinary. Sweets are a delight, baklava's flaky layers, nefes warm cheese and syrup. Yalab, a refreshing drink of dates and rosewater, cools the palate. Every meal feels like a celebration of generosity and love. Food here is more than sustenance. It's a way to connect. Around the table, stories are shared and friendships forged. The flavors linger long after the meal ends. Lebanese hospitality is tasted in every bite. The kitchen is the heart of every home. In Lebanon, food is a language everyone speaks. Music is Lebanon's heartbeat, echoing from mountain villages to Beirut's clubs. Fayrouz's voice fills the air. Her songs are the soul of the nation. In a mountain cafe, I listen to the oud, its notes carrying centuries of longing. Traditional zajal, poetic duels, keep folk music alive. Beirut's modern scene fuses Arabic instruments with rock and electronic beats. Young bands create new sounds, honoring the past while embracing the future. At weddings and gatherings, everyone joins the dabka, a line dance of joy and unity. Music brings people together, crossing generations and backgrounds. Whether ancient or modern, every note tells a story. The energy is infectious. Dancers, singers, and listeners all swept up in celebration. Music here is tradition and innovation, memory and hope. It's the soundtrack of daily life. In Lebanon, music is more than entertainment, it's identity. The rhythms linger long after the song ends. Every melody is a thread in the country's tapestry. The sounds of Lebanon stay with you, long after you leave. Lebanon's creative energy is everywhere, especially in Beirut. Streets become open-air galleries, walls alive with vibrant street art. These murals tell stories of resilience and hope, giving voice to a new generation. In Mar Mikhail, art galleries showcase bold, emotional works exploring identity and memory. Artists blend tradition with innovation, imagining new futures. Fashion designers mix Lebanese embroidery with modern styles, celebrating heritage and creativity. Beauty is found in daily life, in a shopkeeper's display, in old floor tiles, in a lovingly prepared meal. Even in hard times, Lebanese culture values creation and joy. This spirit of optimism is unbreakable. Art here is a way to process history and dream forward. Creativity is woven into the fabric of life. Lebanon's art scene is a testament to its enduring hope. My time in Lebanon ended too soon. I left with memories of Beirut's energy, Byblos's beauty, and the cedar forest's peace. The food, music, and warmth of the people stayed with me. Lebanon is a land of contrasts, ancient and modern, chaotic and serene. What endures most is the spirit of its people, generous, resilient, and welcoming. I was embraced as a friend, not a stranger. Lebanon reminds us of our shared humanity and the power of hospitality. This journey was an education for the soul. Travel opens hearts and minds, replacing preconceptions with understanding. I leave a piece of my heart in Lebanon and take a piece of Lebanon with me. I hope this story inspires your own adventures. Thank you for joining me. There's so much more of this beautiful world to discover together.